Hey guys, how you guys doing? Let's make sure I'm connecting okay. Let's see here. Let's see. The connection is good. I'm at a different location. Let's just wait a minute. Let me know, you guys, if the connection's not good. So I'm also going to try. Hi guys. Um, yeah. So hey everybody. So happy Thursday night, and tonight is short stories. And hey Bonnie, how are you, honey? Let me know if you guys if the connection's not good because I'm in a hotel. So hey Evie, honey, how are you? So I'm in Las Vegas. So I thought it would be kind of fun here today to kind of do, hey Deb, I thought it would be fun to kind of see if I can get on Instagram. I've never done Instagram, so let me just kind of see. And let's just play a little bit and see if we can include, hi Kat, hi Suzanne. So let me just see if this works. I don't know. Let me just try. Okay, perfect. Okay. Hi guys. So I am just really just being a daredevil today. So not only am I chiming in from Las Vegas in a hotel room, but I am also going to be merging Instagram with Facebook today. So I'm a risk taker. Hey Vicky. So hello Bonnie, Evie, Deb, Kat, Suzanne, Vicky. How are you guys? So and welcome Instagram. So I want to just kind of take a moment to kind of say hello to all of you guys because I know I don't often go on Instagram. Well, I never really go. I never do any videos on Instagram. I'm always on Facebook. But I thought maybe today it would be fun to kind of try it and just kind of spread my wings. So I hope you guys had a good Friday, good Thursday today. Tonight we're going to be doing short stories with Monica. So for those of you who know what that is, I'm going to be sharing short stories. Tonight's going to be a little bit different because I always like to mix it up a little bit. So tonight it's going to be short stories, but typically with my stories, and by the way, all the stories that I share are always from personal readings that I have given. So these are readings I've actually done and information and messages that have come from those readings. So, and typically on my short stories, I like to kind of share a piece of a reading each Thursday. And again, the reason for doing this is really just to help you all understand a little bit more about the beautifulness of the spirit world and mediumship in general, and why I'm so passionate about it, and why it gets me out of bed excited every single day to go to work. So, oh my gosh, we got a little people here. Let's see. Hi, you guys. Loving your necklace and rings, by the way. Ah, Sharon. Sharon got me these rings. Can you see? Luna rings and my necklace. Yes, I'm wearing all your stuff today, Sharon. Anyway, so tonight I'm going to do it a little bit different. So tonight I want to just kind of share readings that I've given, but this time it's going to be through group readings because over the weekend I had 3 group readings that I did. And every single group reading kind of had something very unexpected and very unexpected and kind of a surprise for me. For one of them was very much a surprise for me, but then also for those that were getting messages. And so I thought, why not tonight? Why don't I just make the stories even shorter? But let's add a couple and let me just talk about the group readings that I did over the weekend. So that's what I'm going to do. Hey Tanya, how are you, sweetheart? How you guys doing? I don't know how to do this with Instagram, so hang on a minute. I guess you just stroll it like that. Okay, perfect. Okay. Anyway, so thanks everyone for chiming in and giving me a few minutes on your Thursday night. And I hope the going back and forth from camera to camera doesn't bother anybody. Let me just say hello to a couple people before I get going. Hi, Patricia. How are you, honey? Hi, Pamela. Hi, Elena. Hello, Kathy. Beautiful Paula, how are you? Tracy. Hi, Kim. Hi, Tracy. Hi, guys. And I said hi to you guys already up there. So, okay, perfect. So wonderful. So thanks everyone for chiming in. And so I'm going to get going. So tonight, the messages are going to be about group readings that I did over the weekend. So the first one was Friday night. So Friday night, my first group reading, I was giving readings, and then all of a sudden, I became aware of a young man, and he said he was a gang member. So I said, oh, I have a young man with me, and he was a gang member. And so I'm assuming it's for somebody that's coming for the group reading, right? And it was. And so I said, I have a gentleman here, and he tells me he was a gang member or affiliated with gangs. Would that make sense to somebody in the audience, somebody on my group reading? And somebody raised their hand, and they were like shocked, like that. And I said, she didn't expect to hear from that person. And so I said, well, I have this guy here. And I said, he tells me it's from a long time ago. So I know that you would have known him a long time ago in your life. And he's coming forward here today for you. And he tells me that you are a straight shooter, like you walk your road in life very clean. You do things right, and you try to do things right, and you try to stay on the straight and narrow, and you try to make good choices and good decisions. And you have always done that, and you continue to do that. Would you accept that? And she said, well, I do try. Yes, I try to do that. And I said, well, he tells me that he didn't do that he didn't walk a straight line, and he was not that way. He tells me he had very little support in his life, very little support. And there was really no one that really cared. And because of that, he walked a road that was rough in life, and he made bad decisions. And she says, that's very true. He didn't have any support in life. That's true. And I said, okay. I said, well, what I want to say is what he wants to talk about is that you actually saw him different than others, that you cared about him, and you actually wanted him to kind of leave the road he was on and kind of try to follow the road that you walked. And really, you were always encouraging and helping him and trying to support him to kind of do things differently. And that you were very supportive to him in his life. And this is what he makes me aware of. Can you understand that? And she was like floored. And she says, yes, I was like that. That's so true. Yes, I did do that. And I said, well, this young man in spirit is coming forward because he wants to say thank you. He has a lot of gratitude for you, and he comes with appreciation that he had you in his life, that you tried and that you cared, and that you were supportive, and you tried to push him on the right road, and that you saw him in more of a light. And she says, like, wow, she just could not believe that this guy came forward. She just couldn't believe it. And I said, and he just wants you to know that he's very grateful for all the help that you tried to give him in his life. And this young man, this gang member, comes forward to say thank you for being that person in his life to support him and to try and help him when he didn't have a lot of support or help in his life. And this was really kind of overwhelming for her, because she had said after the reading that she had thought about him so many times in life. And so when you're thinking about your loved ones, you're putting your thoughts out. And so you're communicating with them because you're putting thoughts out to them. And this was his opportunity, knowing she's going to come in for this reading, to actually come in and actually give her a message, because he was feeling her thoughts. And what I just want to say about this is that this happened a long time ago. She was much younger, and here she was trying to help this man that was on the wrong side of the road, who was really making poor choices. That was clear in her heart. She saw that he had no support, and she tried to be that supportive person in his life. And here he is on the other side in the spirit world, years later, having this opportunity to come forward to finally say thank you. And this is just to understand that the spirit world knows when you are doing good gestures, and the spirit world knows when you're doing good deeds. And even if it's years later, they still know and remember, and they want you to know and remember, and they want you to know who you are in these good gestures, and to remember the kindness that comes out of your heart. And that was an opportunity for the spirit world to let that gal know that, she's been doing wonderful things for many, many years that really affected others. And we don't always realize the influence that we have on others. We don't always realize as we're doing these acts of kindness, sometimes it comes so naturally or it's so organically, or we don't even pay attention, that it's really affecting other people positively. And I just want you to know that. So when you're doing something kind for somebody and you're doing a nice gesture for somebody, know that not only do they know that and they feel that, and in the spirit world, they still remember that. And the spirit world want you to know that that's never forgotten. And I just thought that was really a wonderful little message. And it just blew her mind because she never in a million, per trillion, zillion years expect that young man, that gang member, to come forward and to give her a message, and one that really showcased his appreciation for her. So anyway, I thought that was kind of sweet. And so then day 2 of my workshops, of my small group readings, was Saturday. And I'm halfway through the readings, and I become aware of a grandma and a grandpa, and they make me aware that they're, on that they're farmers, and that this girl in my small group, that she used to spend a lot of time on this farm with her grandparents, and the grandparents started sharing, a lot of different things about them, memories that they shared and stuff like that, and who their grandparents were. But this story isn't about the grandparents, really. And then I'm bringing forward the grandparents, and then all of a sudden, I feel this tremendous accident. And then I see a horse. And I say to the girl, "Your horse is here." And if I could tell you, her eyes could not have gotten any bigger. She says, "My horse?" And I said, "Yes, your horse. You have a horse." She says, "Yes." I said, "On the other side." And she says, "Yes." And I said, "He's here. Your horse is here." And your horse makes me aware that you had a very special bond and a very special relationship. You're almost telepathic, the two of you. She says, "Which horse?" And I said, "The one that you had when you were very young, because this horse makes me aware that he was a little therapeutic for you, that when you were feeling down and had a bad day, when you were young, you would run on the horse and everything felt better." And she says, "Yes." And I said, "And something with an accident?" And she says, "We had a horrible accident. We had a horrible, horrible accident." And I said, "This is the horse that's coming forward." And she could have fell on the floor. She was so happy to hear from this horse, and it was so unexpected, and it took her back. And I said, "Your horse tells me that he loved the way you brushed him, that you had a special way of brushing him, and he loved it so much. And do you know this?" And she says, "That was a special time doing that." And I said, "Well, he really enjoyed it, and he looked forward to the brushings, and he wants you to know that." I said, "He also makes me aware that when you had to put him down, that you cried and you cried and you cried and you cried for months and months and months, and you didn't leave your room." And she got very emotional, and she said, "I was so broken when I had to put when my horse went down, and I cried and cried for 4 months straight. I didn't leave my house." And I said, "Your horse knows that. And he comes forward to let you know that he has always been with you. He says he's been walking with you on your trails in life. And he makes me aware he's sort of a spirit animal for you. And I know I cannot prove that to you. That isn't anything that you can validate, but he's very strong, and he wants me to share that. And I hope that makes sense for you." And she says, "I believe that, because since he's passed, I have felt him very closely to me ever since he's passed. So I believe that." And I said, "Well, your horse comes forward today, really wanting you to know that." And she says, "Monica, my grandparents, the first ones that came in, they bought me that horse. That was their gift to me." And I said, "Well, isn't that beautiful?" I said, "And your grandparents today gave you a gift of that horse again by bringing him in today for your reading. Isn't that wonderful?" So, I always say that there's never a coincidence about, the lineup of the spirit world and who comes forward and in what order. So the grandparents came first, talked about being farmers, and then the horse came, and then there we go. The horse was from her grandparents. So anyway, and she didn't think in a million years. And although her grandma came through, her grandpa came through, her parents came through, all wonderful. That's who she thought she would hear from. She never expected the horse. So when the horse came forward, it was so emotional and it was so moving for her. And it was it was really priceless for her. And she just was shocked. And so I thought, well, that's wonderful because, she didn't in a million years think about him. So coming in. And so anyway, so that's just kind of cute. I'm trying to keep them short here. So there was more to it, but I just want to kind of keep it short. And then there was, okay, so this one. So day 3 of my small group reading, which was Sunday, I did another group reading, and I'm doing all my readings. And then the last reading, which is really perfect because this never would have worked if it was the first reading or the second reading or even the 4th reading or the 6th reading. It was the 8th reading. So on my small group readings, I give 8 readings, and this is the very last reading. And so here I am. I'm bringing forward. I got this woman here, and I'm making a connection here with her, and all of a sudden, I hear from the spirit world, teacher. And I'm like, what? Teacher. And I felt that she had mediumistic abilities. I'm like, oh my gosh. So I said to the girl, I said, now mind you, there's 8 of us on the screen, okay? She doesn't know anybody on the screen, and so here she is. And so I say to her, I said, listen, I know you're here for a reading, and I'm going to make a connection for you. And I will do that for you. But I must say first, may I ask you, do you have abilities that you're aware of? And she says, I'm very, very intuitive. And I said, well, the spirit world tells me that you have mediumistic abilities, and they want me to help you today. Would that be okay with you? And she's like, yes. And I said, okay, and I'll give you a reading afterwards, but the spirit world, and I'm working for them, they're my boss. So they tell me to do it. I'm just trusting, right? Because as a medium, you have to trust the information that you're receiving from the spirit world. And so you have to trust. And so I'm trusting. And I said, okay. So here she comes. So I said, okay. So I actually did a teaching with everybody on it. And I told everyone, because it was my last reading. So I said, okay, guys, you've all had readings. The spirit will want me to teach her. So you all don't have to stay on because, some of these people are on the East Coast and it's 3 hours ahead and, it's late at that time. And they all wanted to stay. I think one chimed out, but everyone else stayed. And I said, okay, here's what I want you to do. So I started talking to her a few minutes, understanding this mediumship, and I taught her how to open up her auric field. And I guided her through the process of opening up her auric field and how to become aware of spirit. And then I walked her through when she was feeling a presence, if she felt a presence, and I walked her through this whole thing. And I said to her, before we did this, I said, okay, I'm going to have you give me a reading. And when we're done, I will give you a reading. But I'm going to guide you through this, and I want you to give me a reading. Because the spirit will tell me you have potentials within you that they would like you to know about. And so tonight is an opportunity to allow you to touch upon those qualities that sit within you. And I'm going to help guide you to kind of touch that quality tonight. And so we went into this thing, and I teach her how to open up her auric field. I guide her through this whole process. She's going through the thing, and then I start talking to her. Who do you have? And da-da-da. And by golly, she brought in 2 people of mine in the spirit world. 2. And we learned through this process too, as I was working with her, that she's extremely clairvoyant. She was receiving such vivid imagery of this reading and of the people coming forward. And I could identify exactly who they were. She thought she had one person. She in fact had 2. But that takes time to understand when you have more than one person that's coming in. But I knew she had two people by the information she was saying and what she was describing as I was guiding her through it. And so it was really powerful because here we are just doing this small group reading and me giving readings to everybody. And then here it is, the last girl in the night, the 8th reading of the night, Spirit World says, teach her. And I just knew she had mediumistic abilities and that the Spirit World wanted her to touch. And they wanted this evening to be the opportunity. After she gave the reading, all the other girls on the screen were like, yay! They were so supportive, and they were like, whoa, this was awesome. This was so awesome. Because they got a teaching too, because they got to learn a lot about the spirit world, and they got to learn a little bit about opening up your auric field and different things like that. Because as I was teaching the girl, everyone else got to learn and understand and listen and play, and it was wonderful. And it was just so unexpected. It was never something I've ever done in a group reading before, but I trust that if the spirit world tells it, I'm going to give it. And sure enough, she had these abilities that the spirit world had made me aware of for her, and that me teaching her now allowed her that opportunity to feel those qualities that are laying within her. And it gave her that chance to feel how that felt. And at the end, she's like, wow, like I didn't expect this in a million years, but this was amazing. So it allowed her to touch her own personal qualities, which were really special for her. So that was the end of my third reading of my small groups this weekend. So each night kind of carried something unique. The first one with the gang member, and that girl didn't in a million years think that she made such an impact on him, let alone that he would ever come in to give her a reading, to connect with her. The second one with that horse that she has missed and longed and thought of her entire life, and it was that horse was so bonded to her, and it was so important for her to hear from her from him. And when she did, it just was everything to her. It's like exactly what she needed, and she didn't expect it at all. I don't even think she thought horses could come through. And so that was really cool. And then this girl who now knows that she has a potential within her if she chooses to want to, explore that. I gave her that opportunity. The spirit world asked me to show her, and so I did, and it worked out beautifully. She brought in 2 people in front of 7 people on the screen that she didn't know, and that is so brave of her to do that. And it was really just perfect. So I guess spirit knew that she would be cool to do that, and so it was great. So anyway, I'm chiming in, blah blah blah. I'm just talking, but I just thought this would be kind of different. Normally, I talk about a particular reading. I go into a little bit more in depth with it, but today I just kind of thought that it was such a unique 3-day group reading sessions that I just thought they were all so unique and different and surprising that I just thought I'd share that. And it's something different. And so if any of you guys want to chime in, go on my website. You can go on my video page, and you can watch other videos of my short stories that I've been doing on Facebook Live that I started several weeks back. There's other ones if you guys are interested and you like this, and there's more if you want. And every Thursday I come on live and I do this. 5 o'clock Pacific time, 6 o'clock Mountain Time, 7 o'clock Central Time, and 8 o'clock Eastern Time. So on Facebook Live, and if this worked okay on Instagram, I'll include Insta on it as well, because that's kind of fun. That's also something different that I've been doing. So let me just see what you guys have to say about that. What do you guys think? Risk taker Monica. It was funny, right? It's about trust, because you got to really trust the spirit world. You have to trust that what they're giving you is what is needed. And it was great. Leslie, hi Leslie. Hi Sandy. How are you, honey? How you doing? How are you? Hi Joe. Hi Gia. Hi Lynn. Good evening. You found me. That's good, Lynn. Thank you. Touching story. Hi Abby. Thank you. That's amazing. Lynn LeBlanc. How are you, honey? Hi Rosa. Hi Lori. Hi Deb. Hello, Leslie. Amazing. Love the stories from the spirit world. I know, me too. I tell you, it's like every day I always say it's like going to work. It's like Christmas. It's like every day I get to open up a new package. It's like, what's this going to be? Because I never know what loved one's coming in. I never know what they're going to talk about, what the need is for my client, and how the spirit world's going to simulate and facilitate all that to come, forward for my client, for their loved one. It's always so fascinating. I just love it. It just gets me out of bed smiling and happy and laughing. And smiling. I love it. Hi, Tracy. It was amazing. I was actually in shock. Yes, Tracy, you were on one of the groups, right? You were. You were on one of the groups when you saw that. Oh, you were on the one with Sunday night, right? Right, Tracy? You were Sunday night, right? Thank you for sharing these great readings. Thank you. Hi, Patricia. I was there Sunday night, was mind blowing. See, it was. It was such like a special night. It was like, that's never happened in a small group ever. And when that happened, I had to like take a minute and kind of go, oh my gosh, I'm in a small group. How am I going to do this? But I thought, I'm just going to trust. And that's what they want me to do. That's what I'm going to do. I'm their soldier. I'm doing it. And so, boom. And it was perfect. And that woman, I know she must have left with a lot on her heart and mind of like, oh my gosh, this, when you don't know you have something within you, and then all of a sudden it becomes aware, and now you're aware of it, and you got to actually use it. It's really empowering, and I'm so happy for her. And I'm so grateful that Spirit World asked me to do that for her. Hi, Sandy. Amazing. I'm good. 2 days. Love you, girl. Love you. Good. Hi, Jill. Bobby. Hi, Bobby. Look at you. You're so sweet. Hi, honey. Hi, Leslie, Tracy. Okay, good, guys. Thank you so much. So I hope you kind of enjoyed these. And this one's a little bit different than the other short stories I've done, but I just thought it was kind of cool to come on this way. I am doing one small group reading in December. I found time in my calendar in December. I can only do one, and it's going to be December 12th. 5 p.m. Pacific time, 6 o'clock Mountain, 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Eastern. And I posted it on Monday on my Facebook page. It's almost sold out. There's 2 tickets left. Otherwise, it's sold out. So if you guys are interested and you want to do a small group reading with me, there's 2 tickets left, and you can go on my website, monicaturlanes.com. There is my address up here, and you can go on my website, go to my upcoming events page, and you can grab that ticket or 2. There's 2 left. If you guys want to join me for a small group, which is going to be Saturday, December 12th. So going to be kind of like for the holidays, I thought would be nice. So anyway, so I'm really excited that I got to include Instagram. For all of you guys on Instagram, I just want you to know I'm super, like, not really very good with it, and so I'm going to try to get better. And I thought today would be fun. I just felt inspired to kind of add Instagram today, and we'll see. I was driving up to Las Vegas. I'm in Las Vegas. I'm in a hotel room. I'm at the Red Rock Hotel and Casino, and so I'm in my room, but I wanted to come on and keep my short stories on Thursday, and I wanted to include Instagram. So if you guys liked it on Instagram, let me know, and I can chime in again next Thursday as well. And let me see, do you guys have any questions for me at all? Anybody have any questions? Let me just see. Oh, hi, Debbie. Hi, guys. A lot of you guys go under all these different names, so I can't like say hello to you, really. You have all these code names, right? That's how we do it on Instagram. But I want to say thank you for anybody on Instagram that's been kind of chiming in. I know you guys aren't that familiar with me because I don't come on and do that much on Instagram. I'm really more of a Facebook girl. But you could join me on Facebook at Monica Turlings. PM, capital P, capital M. If you'd like to have more content from me, I do a lot of that on Facebook with all my lovelies here on Facebook. So it's kind of fun to kind of incorporate you both. I hope it wasn't too crazy going from camera to camera for you guys. I hope it didn't hurt the experience at all for you, because I wouldn't like that. But anyway, so I'll try to pop on more on Instagram, kind of show my face a little bit more, and give you guys an opportunity to get to know me, and I would love to get to know you. And for you guys on Facebook that have been, so awesome and following all of my lives week after week, I'm so grateful for all of you, and you really, really make my work very meaningful. And for those of you I've given readings to, you make my work very meaningful. And just sharing some time together, just being together, it's really meaningful for me. And so I want to say thank you to all of you for making time for me on my lives. And I'm really, really grateful. So I have a quote for this, because this night was kind of fun like that. Okay, so here's a quote that kind of goes with the stories. Sometimes the most shocking surprises are the most beautiful surprises. What do you think about that? Because I think that, it was very much a shock and a surprise for the horse to come in, and it was so beautiful for her to receive from the horse. And the gang member that came in to give that beautiful message for that gal who let her know that her efforts and her caring and her support with that young man really meant something to him, and that he came from the spirit world to let her know and to remember, you guys, that your kind gestures matter, and that the spirit will know, and they want to come forward and let you know so that you can remember. They not only want you to know that they know and remember, but they want you to remember the kindness that sits within you and the way that you've expressed it to others. So just know that when you're doing kind things for others, that it is felt. And so that's what I want to say. Okay, so that's what I want to say. So I am going to chime out here. I'm going to go grab some dinner and enjoy a little bit of this casino. I've never been here before. This is the Red Rock here, and I've never been to this one in Las Vegas. So I'm going to kind of check it out a little bit tonight and go get some dinner. And I want to say thanks to all of you. And that's it. If any other questions, you guys have any questions? Let me just look at Facebook really quick. Corinne, hey. Hi, honey. How you doing? You're first on here. How are you, sweetheart? So let's just see here. Okay. Hi, Arlene. Hi, you guys. You guys are awesome. Look at all this. Maybe she will be the next medium. Yeah, Leslie, right? Because here's the thing. It's like that wonderful woman that got that wonderful gift from the spirit world to kind of help her touch upon her qualities. Yeah, it's available for her if she wants to. Spirit's never going to force her to, but it's going to be available for her if she wants to do it. And so I think that's really awesome. So now she's got something to kind of play with if she wants to go that way. And I think that was amazing. And just the bravery of her, too, to just do it right in front of all of us and then to give me the reading. Right? So think about that. A lot of people could have been intimidated by that, but she wasn't. And I think that the people on the screen were perfect for her. They were very welcoming, and they were clapping her as they were watching the whole process as I was working with her. They were just so supportive for her, and it made her feel good, made me feel good. And I think everyone really enjoyed it. And so really cool. So anyway, guys, okay, so I'm going to go and get some dinner. Let me see. Enjoy Las Vegas. Thanks, Abby. Hi, Bonnie. My mom's doing good, honey. Thank you. Yes, my mom is on her fifth. She had her sixth radiation treatment. So she's had her sixth radiation treatment, and she's taking it like a champ, and she's doing amazing. And we've been going out to lunch. And Monday we went and got mani-pedis, and I took her to lunch, and she got hot pink nails and toes. And she had a really good day and a really nice outing. And it's been really good to have that time with her. So I'll be back for my Letters from Spirit in January on Mondays. But for right now, it's Mama Mondays. Hi, Kathy. Let's see, anything else? Love the quote, right? It's cool. Let's just see. Enjoy, be safe. Thanks, honey. Enjoy tonight. Oh, good, Kathy. Thanks. Okay, perfect. I love to hear these confirmations. Thanks for sharing. You're welcome, Kim. Let's see. Yep, Sunday. Good. Okay, perfect. I'm good 2 days. Wonderful. Okay, perfect, guys. All right, so I'm going to head out. You guys be amazing. Thank you so much for sharing your Thursday night with me. You guys have a great day. I'll see you guys. Next Thursday is Thanksgiving. So I don't think I'll probably be on, but I don't know. Maybe I will. I'll let you know. Okay. All right, guys. Until then, though, you guys be well, okay? And thanks a bunch. Bye.